Welcome on in. Philly Take with RB. RB here, man. The Philadelphia 76ers did it. Daryl Morey did it. Where were you at the day the Sixers traded 2-5? You know what? As the founder of the 2-5 movement, I would like to announce officially, now that that man is out of this city, he is off this organization, this team, we are retiring the 2-5 movement. That's right. I will address him by his legal now. Ben Simmons, the Philadelphia 76ers. Where were you the day they traded Ben Simmons to the Brooklyn Nets and the Sixers get back James Harden? Oh, my God. I'm literally sitting here the last 20 minutes. I'm mind blown. This is insane, man. The movement is being retired because now that man is out of our city. He is no longer our problem. This is actually this is one of the greatest days in Sixers history. This is one of the Sixers have James Harden on their roster with Joel Embiid. Here's the official deal. The Sixers trade Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks to the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for James Harden. Apparently, there could be more pieces involved in this. The Sixers keep Matisse Thybulle and Tyrese Maxey. Ben Simmons is no longer on this team. I mean, holla freaking Luya, man. This is, I can't even come up with the words right now, man. There's so much to talk about and get into. We still have an hour to go until the trade deadline. More moves, could be on the way. Sixers are sending the Nets an unprotected 2022 first-round pick and a protected 2027 first-round pick. As the founder of the 2-5 movement 7 months ago, 5 years ago when I supported that man and backed him with everything I had, and all he did was let us down, and he failed. He folded like a cheap tent. He's gone. He's gone. Daryl Morey, man. Daryl Morey, not only does he get that guy out of here, he gets back James Harden. We kept Tyrese Maxey and Matisse Thybulle. There were so many reports circulating throughout the morning. There were so many things going on. And we got it done, man. We got it done an hour and a half before the trade deadline. Oh my God, man. I have so many things to say. I'm trying to process it all right now. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. I just can't believe this. Man, do I have a lot to say. If you're just tuning in, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. 2-5 is gone. He is gone. He's gone. And we got James Harden. Oh my gosh. For months, since June 21st, I've been covering this story left and right, up and down, every single angle. I've been telling y'all, be patient, wait. Daryl Morey, in Morey we trust. They wanted to throw him through the dirt. They wanted to rake him. Daryl Morey pulls it off. Daryl Morey pulled it off. Oh my gosh, man. In Morey we trust. In Morey we trust. Wow. Boogie with the $10 donation. Philly deserves a winner, and hopefully you guys get it done this year. Rooting for y'all now. Excuse me while I soak in my tears watching my team from the Garden. Boogie, shout out to you, man. We got it done. Oh, my gosh, man. Oh, my gosh. Mr. Roddy with the $5 donation. How did we keep Thybulle and Maxey? I don't know. Daryl Morey is goated. He's a god. We're going to talk about the ins and outs of this trade package. We're going to break it down. But the Sixers, Ben Simmons is no longer on the team. We've been wanting role players. We've been wanting this and that. We are about to witness the greatest two-man game we have seen in this league in a long time. I can't believe we did it, man. We did it. I was literally shedding tears for a couple minutes. I can't believe it. Mikey says at the gym right now, but I'm hyped for Harden, man. Shout out to Mikey. Robel with the $10 donation. I don't know about the trade. I think we gave too much to the Nets. Embiid, Harden, and Maxey would be so nice. And we still have Tobias, man. We have the four of them right now. We keep Danny Green. Oh, my gosh, man. We're going to talk about the trade. Do I think we gave up too much? Do I think we didn't? Who cares right now? The Sixers have James Harden and Joel Embiid. I told y'all last night, the night before, the weeks leading up. And you know what? Let me take a second to issue a formal apology. Kendrick Perkins. I am sorry, Kendrick Perkins. I will never, ever in my life doubt a Perk bomb again. A couple weeks ago, Kendrick Perkins came out and he said that there was smoke to the fire when it came to James Harden wanting to come to Philadelphia. He was right. He was right. James Harden wanted out of the Brooklyn Nets because, like I said last night, they're about to lose 10 straight. They stink. Kyrie's a head case. That organization mortgaged their entire future to get James Harden, and the three of them played 16 games together, and they're gone. And they're gone. And he's on the Sixers now with his old buddy Daryl Morey. Gene with the $5 donation. I did tell you it was Harden last year. Good luck, RB. Yeah, we made the mistake last year, and Daryl still pulls it off. If I could have told you in some way in hindsight last year that after us not trading for Harden, after the way things played out, and we end up getting it done, man, I mean, this is unbelievable. This is insane. This is insane, man. Give me a second. I was not ready for this, man. Seth Emrose with the $5 donation. In Morey, we trust. He did it, RB. He did it. We knew he would keep. We knew he would. We kept the faith. 2-5 is gone, baby. Bias must defer to Maxey, and we good, homie. Seth, I appreciate you, man. We have Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, and James Harden. Daryl Morey, man. In Morey, we trust. In Morey, we trust. I think the Sixers are also getting Paul Millsap in this trade. Shout out to Joel Embiid. Look at it, man. This is one of the greatest days. I mean, we have a star guard. We have another elite scorer. We have James Harden and Joel Embiid about to run that two-man game, man. Carlos with the $5 donation. Salute. If you think about it, we got James pretty much for a questionable starter, 2 bench players, and some draft picks for Harden. Shout out to Carlos. Burrs Nation with the $5 donation. I didn't think it was going to happen. I tried to tell y'all, stick the course, man. Stick the course. Hey, bro, love your content. Sixers get Paul Millsap. And we got Paul Millsap, man. I know he hasn't played a lot this year. He's been a struggling bench piece. We got Paul Millsap as well to help out off the bench. Omar says, now we need Buddy Hield. Appreciate the support, man. Connor says, I'm happy 2-5 is gone. We should have traded Ben for other pieces and grabbed Harden in the offseason. Not convinced on us winning a chip. I got to disagree with that take, man. I got to disagree with that take because the Nets, this was their most vulnerable point. That's dumb. Harden is old as the Lakers, Seth. I don't know what that means. We didn't give up too much, a late first and a 13-year-old. We're going to talk about it all, guys. We're going to talk about it all. Shout out. We got 550 in the chat. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Holy smokes, man. Let's pull up Shams, man. You guys are saying a Shams bomb. Shams just reporting now. As part of the deal, the new Sixers star James Harden is opting into his $47.3 million player option on contract for next season. So what this tells me is that, you know, he's going to opt in and then, you know, I mean, it's kind of surprising. It's kind of surprising because I thought he would try to opt out and get the contract, but I bet this was part of the deal. I bet this was a part of, the contractual obligation here, where like they probably talked this through, and James wants to be here. He wants to be with Daryl Morey. And I have so many things I want to get off my chest. This is also going to help us in terms of grabbing more talent, man. Who doesn't want to come play with James Harden and Joel Embiid? Who doesn't want to play with those two, man? We're going to be able to attract more talent. Look, oh my God, they're showing the Sixers' new starting five. James Harden, Tyrese Maxey off ball at the 2, Danny Green, Tobias, and Joel Embiid, man. This is the greatest day. This is the greatest day, man. Daryl Morey is goated, okay? I told y'all for months. Took the heat. I took the heat for months. Daryl Morey. People should be apologizing to Daryl Morey. Everybody was convinced this was not going to happen. Daryl Morey said it himself. I will go for a star and a star only. I will get what I want. What did I tell y'all millions of times? Daryl Morey gets stars in return. He doesn't settle. He doesn't lay down and lay low. He wants to put this team in championship contention. The East is wide open, and the Sixers are now in championship contention. For once, we have Joel Embiid. We have the MVP of the league right now, and we just added James Harden. You can talk about how he's getting old. I get it. You can talk about how his game's different this year with the fouls. At the end of the day, James Harden is going to be motivated just like he was last year when he went to Brooklyn. He's going to be motivated just like he was last year when he went to Brooklyn. He's averaging, 10 assists a game? That's going to go up even more. He's going to have more spacing, which has been an issue in Brooklyn. Tyrese gets to learn from James Harden. And now all the pressure doesn't have to reside on the shoulders of Joel Embiid. We need this stream to have 1,000 likes, man. Hit the like button right now. This is the greatest stream ever. I can't believe that it actually happened. I can't believe it, man. This is insane. Matt with the $2 donation. Call him BS. Morey. Joel's tweet. Yeah. Look, like I said, guys, we are officially retiring the 2-5 movement, the most legendary movement of all time. That is the most legendary movement of all time. We had radio stations. We had everybody in Philadelphia calling this man 2-5. And he is no longer a part of this organization. I have a special message for him as well, which we will get into in a couple minutes. But Sean with the $5 donation. Best B-Day present ever. The game on Saturday night is going to be wild. What a weekend to finally be able to come home. Shout out to you, Sean. It's going to be a blast, man. It's going to be a blast. Seth with the $2 donation. They have Tyrese playing the 2 where I want him. That's going to be a deadly combo. Tyrese Maxey and James Harden. Oh, my gosh, man. Kenny with the membership message. We did it. Go Sixers. Shout out to you, Kenny. Guys, we are celebrating. This is insane, man. This is insane. Aaron with the $5 donation. Daryl fleeced him. I saw the trade. I couldn't believe it. I screamed so loud. Dude, I can't even get a hold of myself right now. I can't believe this. I really can't. I really can't. Wesley with the $2 donation. Happy for all parties involved. Wins for Ben Sixers. What I will say is that every party wins in this situation. 2-5 gets a new start. Rich Paul gets his money because Ben gets paid. The Sixers finally get that Robin to Joel's Batman. Both, the Nets were going downhill. They had to make something happen. And all parties involved win. Boy, do I have some things to say, man. David with the $20 donation. Thank you so much, David. He says, let's go. We got him, RB. Harden, MVP, Embiid, and Maxey. Get this chat hype, baby. Let's get a yes, sir. Oh, we got to do it, man. We got to do it. Drop it in the chat for the one time, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. James Harden, You are a Philadelphia 76er. Now, before we talk about this actual trade and whether we won the trade or not, let's talk about how this went down. So this morning, because it just all happened so fast. It all happened so fast. So this came out this morning. Adrian Wojnarowski, after yesterday, and we shouted out Kendrick Perkins. Shout out to Brian Windhorst. Brian Windhorst took a W in the face down of face downs. In the matchup of the year. Brian Windhorst against Adrian Wojnarowski. Brian Windhorst took the W. I can't even doubt Windy anymore. And I can't doubt Kendrick Perkins. Windy was reporting this whole time. He was pushing that agenda for Rich Paul, that Harden wanted out. You know there's going to be some collusion things that come out. I don't really give you know what right now, okay? I really don't care at this point. But Brian Windhorst was right. Adrian Wojnarowski yesterday said there were no talks in communication. Woj puts out a story this morning. Although Brooklyn Nets guard James Harden wants to trade to the Sixers, he has resisted making it the formal request, out of fear of the public backlash that would come with asking out of a second franchise in consecutive seasons. And then to comment on top of that, Woj puts out this. Harden's hopeful that Morey can secure the trade for him today, but Morey and Sean Marks have yet to become engaged in serious dialogue on a deal. That's a lie. There's an expectation sides will talk today, and possibility remains. Both teams are left measuring the risk-reward of a Harden deal now. Then we get a bomb from Zach Lowe saying that Harden and Aldridge did not accompany the team. Harden's missed 4 games in a row. We'll see how fast he comes back from that hamstring injury. And the Nets have lost 9 in a row. Apparently, Harden just hasn't been locked in. He hasn't been there 100%. And you know what? Well, there was smoke to the fire, man. There was smoke to the fire, man. And we just keep getting these reports. We get a couple trades beforehand. Doc Rivers cancels practice. And then it happened, man. And then it happened. Unreal, man. What a day in Philadelphia 76ers history, man. What a day in Sixers history. We got something minutes before saying that the Sixers were refusing to put Thibault in the deal, and that's what was holding it up. And then the Nets and the Sixers come to an agreement, man. Guys, I need to talk now about how this trade affects both teams and whether we won. Robel, welcome to the Fire Take Nation, home of the hottest takes, realest of the real, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, hit that like button, man. Get this to 500 right now. I still can't believe my eyes, man. Daryl Morey got it done. He preached patience. Before we, I'm sorry, there's just a lot going on. Before we talk about the deal, I need to send a message out to 2-5, man. As the founder of the 2-5 movement. Pope Platinum, thank you for the $5 donation, man. Hold on, this thing's going nuts right now. Let me refresh this real quick. Holy smokes, man. This is crazy. The chat's going so fast, I can't even see anything. Pope Platinum, Sixers versus Nets, March 10th at the Wells Fargo. Will 2-5 play that game? Will he play? No, he won't. No, he won't. And you know what's interesting? He will come back within the week. All of the mental health things, maybe he was dealing with stuff, but I still think Rich Paul is twisted for what he tried to do. And you know what? The greatest, everybody's going to debate about who won this and that. Guys, we got a player. The Sixers, besides not having a $30 million cap, filler there, were still holding afloat this entire season. They were still playing well. They were gritty. They were fighting. Joel ascended to another level. And at the end of the day, a player that has not stepped on the floor and was not going to, and folded like a cheap tent in the playoffs. We got him out of here, and we just got James Harden in. I know everybody was saying Seth Curry's untouchable. We will talk about it, okay? But to you, I'm looking at you, Ben Simmons. That's right. As the founder of the 2-5 movement, I will retire the movement now that you are not a part of this amazing organization and this amazing fan base. But Ben Simmons, listen to me, man. What you did this year, how you acted like a child, like a man baby. Your refusal to get better on your game for 4 years, for 5 years. You won't take a damn jump shot. You sat here and you look more selfish than ever. You didn't want to come and play next to the greatest player in the league. You're selfish. You're not built. And boy, March 10th, I hope you show your face. I'm about to go order courtside tickets. I'm about to take the hit because I want to see you there. Even if you're on the bench, they might have to bring you out with security. Your refusal to get better and you know, us Sixers fans, the stuff we have had to go through, and you would not get better. You did not show your face. You showed up like a wimp in training camp, and you lollygagged around like a bum. And I am so happy that I can officially say you are off this team. That might even be the better part than getting James Harden. We do not have to try to sit here and go back and forth in our own minds and sit and wonder what is going to happen. If this was to go on for another 6 months, I would have lost my mind. You had to pull the deal today because the Nets were in the most vulnerable position ever. Almost on the verge of losing 10 in a row. They had to break up their core, which ended up never amounting to anything. And I'm just glad, you know, best of luck to you. Go get your money. Go get your money. Thank you for giving us a chance, I guess. But let me just tell you straight up, man to man, your refusal to get better and your lack of desire and the way that you handled this entire situation like a 12-year-old, that will not take you far, man. If you don't get better, if you don't improve, you will not be in the league more than 4 to 5 years. And let me tell you something. You thought Philly was hard? Well, you're heading up. You're heading upstate. You're going to Brooklyn. You're not going to Sacramento where the fans don't care about the team. You're not going to Indiana. You're not going to the west side of Los Angeles. You're going to Brooklyn, baby. Get off my team, man. I mean, this has just been a line of news and events. It's been so tired and frustrating for months and months and months. And the Sixers not only get this guy off the roster, they get James Harden, man. Last year, we made the mistake of trying to give him another chance. This year, Daryl gets it done. It's what he's wanted to do from the first day he stepped foot in this organization. Now, talking about the trade, man. Hit that like button, guys. Let's talk about this trade. The Philadelphia 76ers made out like a bandit here. And I'm not saying the Nets didn't. But let me speak some truth into you because I'm seeing people already, the Sixers lost a trade. Give me a break. Give me a break. We thought that at some point the Sixers were going to have to potentially offload Ben Simmons. We were going to have to potentially offload this man after being a number 1 overall pick. We were going to have to offload this guy and get scraps in return. Good role players, but nothing crazy because of the way he handled himself like a child. Daryl Morey stuck the course. He took the heat. He waited month and month and month and day and day. And he waited up until the trade deadline. It didn't matter if he got it done a week ago, a month ago, now, in an hour. He got it done. He got James Harden paired up with Joel Embiid. And don't let these people, don't let the national media try to speak some crazy sense into you. James Harden can play. James Harden can create his own shot. He can give you 30 on any given night. James Harden was not committed to the Brooklyn Nets because they are in a bad situation as a franchise, and they have a head case that won't play more than 1/5 of the games. And Kevin Durant was hurt, and their whole supporting cast was hurt. James Harden was not locked in to the idea in Brooklyn. He was last year when he came over, and he was cutting through defenses, and the three of them looked great, but it only amounted to 16 games. James Harden and Joel Embiid is going to be something. They are going to be a lethal force that this league is not ready for. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that we didn't give up a lot, because we did. The Sixers give up Seth Curry, who obviously is a very underrated piece. He's a good contract. It sucks. It does suck to see Seth Curry go. But if you're asking me, honestly, I would rather see Seth Curry go than Matisse Thybulle or Tyrese Maxey, because you can find Seth Currys in the league. You can find guys like that. Thybulle possesses a trait in defense, and obviously he needs to get better on the offensive side of the ball. But Matisse Thybulle possesses a trait that you don't usually see. Seth Curry, on the other hand, went 1 for 9 the other day in his last game as a Sixer. He's looked very cold. And look, Seth is a great piece, and he's going to do well in Brooklyn, and I wish him the best of luck. And then we talk about Andre Drummond. Now, this was a piece that came yesterday, and nobody was really expecting it, but Andre Drummond was in this deal. You know why? Because the Brooklyn Nets gave up every big man that they had, and they've given up all their size and length to get James Harden last year. And of course, they wanted some draft picks, which is why yesterday I thought there would be a third team roped into this thing, because I thought that, the Brooklyn Nets, they need somewhat of a future, especially if Kyrie Irving leaves. The Brooklyn Nets needed a safety net because they don't have a lot of draft picks, because they gave them all up for James Harden. So we can sit here and complain about what we gave up. At the end of the day, we just got one of the worst contracts in the NBA in Ben Simmons off this team. We got him off this team. And the Sixers got James Harden in return. And you know what? I wouldn't expect Daryl Morey to be done yet. It's 2:20. I wouldn't expect him to be done yet, because now, obviously, the Sixers do need a backup center. We need something to happen. I don't see Daryl going or maybe through the buyout market or something. We need a backup center. So I agree with that. But like I told y'all yesterday, you get James Harden, you figure out the rest later. You figure out the rest later, man. This is a crazy day in Philadelphia sports, man. Boogie with the $5 donation. Thank you, man. With all due respect, Brooklyn has no fans. I would know it's a Knicks city. Ben has it easy in Brooklyn. Well, he's not going to have it easy when people are expecting him to get better alongside Kevin Durant. And I believe his game will be better alongside Kevin Durant. But if he doesn't take the initiative and get better himself, then it's not going to happen, man. It's just his career will not evolve. And it's just a fact. Someone said, yo, it ain't deep, bro. Relax. It is deep. If you're sitting here saying it's not deep, you don't have passion. This is one of the biggest blockbuster trades in recent memory. When have you seen two teams who were supposed to be contenders swap pieces like this? When have you seen this happen in history? This is one of the craziest things. D, welcome to the Fire Take Nation. Yes, sir. D, welcome to the Fire Take Nation, home of the hottest takes, realest of the real. Thank you for being here. Jason with the $2 donation. Appreciate the support, man. Let me tell you something, all right? And the Sixers probably tried to rope Danny Green into this deal. The Sixers probably tried to rope Danny Green into this deal, but the Nets said, nah, we'll take Seth Curry. And that's okay for me. Danny Green has not had a huge, amazing year, but Danny Green, that veteran leadership, I would hope that he would get better as the season goes on. Now, I do want to say, to be fair, because there's a lot of people in this chat. Like I said, guys, hit the like button, subscribe. We are here live reacting to this news. And we'll have a lot more coverage on it. But, you know, I was sick and tired of waiting. I wanted that top-tier piece. And you know, a lot of people are going to say Harden is washed. He's not. He's not. He can play. He's a dog. And he is going to be motivated next to Joel. James Harden doesn't have a ring. The same way Daryl Morey doesn't have a ring. This is unfinished business. Harden decided to go to the Nets last year. He wanted to win. He was motivated. And now they have the unfinished business, and they're going to try to get it done, man. That is what is going on here. This is one of the biggest trades we've ever seen. If you had told me a month or two ago that the Sixers would be trading Ben to the Nets for James Harden, bro, this is crazy. You can still call him 2-5 if you want to. Brooklyn, I will lend the rights to the 2-5 movement to Brooklyn. I will lend the rights. Shout out to Meek Mill, man. Sixers got James Harden. We about to go to the chip off the rip. The East is wide open, guys. The East is wide open, guys. This puts the Sixers in championship contention. I can't believe it happened. We have a chance to go win. We have a chance to win. This move is going to make Tyrese Maxey better because he's going to learn from James Harden. This move, believe it or not, guys, if Tobias is still here at 3 p.m., is going to make Tobias Harris better. Because like I've said, now Tobias doesn't have to feel like he needs to be a second option. He can take a backseat role. James Harden is the second option. The identity of the team is Joel and James. Maxey and Tobias are the backseat guys that can give you production but don't have to try to do too much. The Sixers just cashed in, man. We wanted our star, and we got it done. Shout out to my guy, Sean. A lot of people owe Daryl an apology. A lot of people. Send around the apology letters, man. Send around the apology letters, man. Daryl Morey waited. He stuck with his gut, and he got it done. He got it done. And for the people saying that the Nets won this trade, you're out of your mind. The Nets, they would have won this trade if they didn't make a trade and won the championship. The Nets gave up their future for James Harden, and he's gone from the team. And they got good role pieces back. But let me tell you something. Andre Drummond can't stop Joel Embiid. Nobody on that Nets team can stop Joel Embiid. And boy, I hope these two teams go up against each other in the playoffs, man. I hope it happens. I hope it happens. You guys, you put James Harden with Kyrie and KD. You see how those personalities worked out? Wait till you see what happens with Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving. Brooklyn Nets fans were taking a crap on James Harden, and they're trying to talk themselves into Ben Simmons. Like I told y'all this entire time, the last 7 months, trust in Morey, man. Trust in Morey. Crazy, man. Matt with the $2 donation. Harden's game will age like CP3. Got that Y game. James Harden is going to be more motivated than ever, man. He's going to be more motivated than ever to win, man. Look, Wells Fargo tweets 3-10-22. Let me tell you something, man. That is going to be one of the craziest games ever. 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 Like I said, y'all. This entire time. Trust in Morey, man. Trust in Daryl Morey. The Sixers have James Harden and Joel Embiid, man. This is amazing. This is amazing. And for the people that, please, the 2-5 stance, I hope they go with him. I hope they go with him. Honestly. If you want to sit here and say this was not a big move by the Sixers, man, it's unreal. And we kept Matisse Thybulle and Tyrese Maxey, which is the key. I mean, you gotta be hyped. Let's check some recent trades going on here. There's a bunch going down. Aaron Holiday to the Phoenix Suns. Harrell to the Hornets. Josh Richardson to the Spurs. Wow. For once, guys, we have a guard and we saw Maxey developing into this. James Harden can be that guy to go out there and get you 30 on a given night, man. And Doc has to let him. He has to let him. Harden has already lost 10 pounds on the way to the airport. Joel Embiid on March 10th is about to eat 2-5 alive. He's going to eat him alive. Now we just gotta we gotta figure out this backup center. That's what we need to figure out. Simmons will continue to work with his therapist to get mentally ready to play. It's a work in progress. He's thrilled with the change of scenery. Well, good for you. Good for you. Oh, man. Look, now you got Sacramento's Kings fans talking about the Sixers. The Kings are the worst franchise in the league, next to the Blazers. The Kings are the worst franchise in the league. And look, y'all, I'm not sitting here guaranteeing the Sixers are going to win the championship. What I'm saying is this gives us as good of a shot as any. We got our guy. Obviously, Morey made this move knowing that James Harden wants to be a part of the future here. He would not do it. Like you already saw, Harden opted in for next season. So you would not sit here and make this move if you didn't think this was going to be the next 3 years. Like Philadelphia got it done. We finally have our 2-star game. Every team around the league gets their 2 stars. We finally have it, man. Sixers fans, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Yeah, it's going to hurt losing some of the pieces. You should be ecstatic. We get to watch like primetime ball with Harden and Embiid every night. Every night, man. And 2-5 is gone. This is nuts, bro. Matt with the $2 donation says Doc will put James, Joel, and Maxey on the bench. Yeah, okay. And another point I wanted to make that nobody else talks about. If the Sixers do fail now in the playoffs, guess what? Doc Rivers will be on the hot seat. There's no more excuses. You can't say, oh, well, we didn't have this guy. We have to produce now. We have to get it done. We have to produce, man. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. KP with the $5 donation. Who are we getting in the buyout market? We need a wing and a big Dragic. Wouldn't be bad as a backup. Dragic just got traded today to the Spurs. He got traded to the Spurs. We'll definitely be active on the buyout market, in my opinion. I still think we can make a move happen in the next half hour because we obviously need a backup center. You can't go to the playoffs with no backup center. James Harden makes up for so many deficiencies, and that's why I never understood the, Seth Curry's untouchable crowd. It's James Harden for crying out loud, man. It's James Harden for crying out loud. Embiid has to be ecstatic, man. He's got to be just so happy right now. He's got to be so happy right now. At the end of the day, you got the deal done, man. At the end of the day, you got the deal done, man. We got 2 stars in Philadelphia. No more excuses. How are we going to pay for Harden 6 months from now? Bro, he opted in next year. Who cares? We just got Ben Simmons' contract off our books. He's James Harden, but hasn't been Harden lately. He's been with a team that he's not motivated with. Just like what happened at the end of Houston, man. You go win it. If we get a championship, man, that's all I care about. And we got James Harden. We need to be thanking Mike Rubin, Lil Baby, Meek. Harden is about to be swagged out in Philadelphia, man. Oh my gosh. I don't care what the national perspective thinks. The Sixers just got James Harden, man. And Daryl was going to do it. James Harden wants to win a championship, and so does Daryl Morey. He's still great, averaging 25 and 10. That's a lot. James Harden is going to be amazing in Philadelphia. If you guys are upset with this trade, go. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This is great, man. This is great. Harden's going to be ready to rock. Oh, man. Lindy, welcome to the Fire Take Nation, home of the hottest takes, realest of the real, man. Thank you very much for joining. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Fire Take Nation, home of the hottest takes, realest of the real, man. I am getting my James Harden jersey immediately. I don't know how anybody can be upset at this. It's a good trade for both teams. Oh, man. Sixers coach last week. Joel's 28 and he's a huge human being, so never take a year for granted. You can't waste the way that this man is playing this year. You have to push it all in, and that's what we are doing. That's what we are doing, man. Harden is going to love Philadelphia, man. And shout out to Seth Curry and Andre Drummond. We had Drummond for half a season. We had Curry who performed, above his expectations in the playoffs last year because 2-5 folded like a cheap tent. And that's where we're at, man. It's a good trade for both teams, man. At the end of the day, you got 2-5 out of here, man. You got him out of here. And we did it. And I told everybody. I tried to tell y'all to stay positive until the last couple minutes, man. Everybody was on the dark side. Oh, it's not happening. We're not making a move. Well, here we are. You got to go in for this year, next year, the year after. You have, honestly, a window here. Maxey, Harden, and Embiid. Seth with the $5 donation. People saying Seth is such a big loss. He isn't even starting or playing much with Harden here, guys. Drum was out this offseason. Yes, exactly. Seth Curry is honestly a good six-man. That's what Seth Curry is. He went 1 for 9 the other day. He's been hurt a lot this year. We're not going to talk about Seth Curry's injuries, him being sick multiple times. Come on, man. And you keep Matisse Thybulle and Tyrese Maxey your youth, man. You keep the youth. It's crazy, man. Prince Monito with the $5 donation says, is Tease and Maxey officially untouchable? Well, you just saw it, man. They didn't get moved. I think the Nets were trying to get Thybulle instead of one of those other first-round picks, and the Sixers said no. The Sixers said no. Look at this. This is a bunch of crap. Oh, man. And for all the sources that said it wasn't happening, man. All the sources that said it wasn't happening. That there were no talks. Man. Brooklyn's Scary Hours Big Three finishes 13-3 over 2 years. Over 2 years, they played 16 games. And you know what? I'm a bigger Kendrick Perkins fan than ever. Because while Stephen A. and other people are trying to say the Sixers lost this trade right after they've been advocating for Daryl to make a move, Kendrick is out here sticking his guns. The guy that was actually the first to report on this, and he's out here saying, the Sixers are going to be the favorite in the East. Welcome all the new fans, man. We cover the Sixers here every single day, man. If you're a James Harden fan, welcome. You're going to get a lot of great content because we have a lot of things to talk about. This just saved our season, guys. If we did not make a move like this today, we were not competing for anything this year. People were content on waiting until the off season. No. This is amazing. This is amazing. RJ with the $2 donation says, what if Ben never even plays? Imagine that. What's he going to do the first time he gets criticism from KD? You know, KD was on Instagram today liking posts about Harden getting traded. What are they going to do when he runs into criticism? Joel never openly criticized him. Cheerio says, I'm a fan of basketball. Good channel, bro. Hey, we welcome everybody here. We have a Woj bomb or a Shams bomb, apparently. What time is it? 2:38. We'll be on here for about 20 more minutes. And then we'll have to get off. What's the Shams bomb? Dallas is sending Kristaps Porzingis to the Washington Wizards. What? I don't understand. KP to the Wizards. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't really make much sense to me. Doesn't make much sense. I don't know what the Mavs are doing. What did they get back? What did they get back in return for that? Simmons will hit jump shots. He's not hitting anything. Maybe get Eric Gordon now, please. We're going to still need to do something. I hope Daryl's still working on trying to get another bench piece or something. I don't understand Porzingis to the Wizards, though. I don't get it. Oh, here we go. Spencer Dinwiddie to the Mavs. Spencer Dinwiddie to the Dallas Mavericks. Well, we knew that the Wizards and Dinwiddie were not working out as a duo. We knew that was not happening. So, I mean, oh man, crazy. Wow, this is nuts, man. Aaron with the $5 donation. Okay, that's it. This is officially the craziest trade deadline in history. This is a wild day. It's one of the craziest craziest days in Sixers history, man. This is nuts. I think the trade was a win for both teams in terms of the Sixers and the Nets, but I think the Sixers are trying to push it all in. I don't think the Nets can rebound this year. I think they're trying to move towards the future, and I think they anticipate Kyrie being gone. So we'll see. Ryan with the $5 donation. All these people are crying about first-round picks. This year's is a high 20, and one is in 2027. Cork was a first-round pick. Exactly. Would you rather give up a 2027 first-round pick, or would you rather give up Matisse Thybulle? Would you rather give up a 2027 first-round pick or Matisse Thybulle? I mean, come on, man. At the end of the day, you just got James frickin' Harden, and the Sixers now can be put into championship contention. This is one of the biggest days in a long time. Kat with the $20 donation, thank you very much, says we didn't give up Maxey or Thybulle. Drummond's on a one-year deal on a vet minimum. Seth, we got for Josh Richardson. Yeah. I don't know why people are going to sit here and say we lost his deal. I mean, it doesn't make sense. And people think Ben's just going to come back and be magical. No, he's going to be the same player, man. He's going to be the same player. And boy, is he going to face the rain, the boos in Philadelphia. This is going to be something, man. I still can't believe Harden and Embiid are on the same team. I've been waiting so long. Joel has deserved this opportunity so long to play with someone like James Harden, man. Man, what a day. What a day. How did the Sixers overcome the Doc Rivers factor? Well, you got another star in here, which helps. But it's still a concern. It's still a concern. The lineups have to be better. But again, late in games, Harden can help take pressure off of Joel Embiid. It's going to be, I just can't believe we got him on the same team. And look, if we don't produce, if we get bounced, then Doc Rivers can be on the hot seat, man. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. Philly fans of Florida, thank you for the $2 donation. Now, baby, 2-5 can go sit on someone else's bench. Yeah, honestly. I'm just so glad he is gone and he is not on this team anymore, man. I'm so happy about it. I really need to go to that game on March 10th, man. I really do. When can Harden start playing? Well, we have to hear about his injury. I would anticipate him being back sometime soon, though. At the end of the day, we can sit here and finally be happy that we got just because even though the Sixers have been playing well this year, above expectations, there's just always been that elephant in the room. There's been so many questions. There's been things back and forth. There's just been too much drama off the court. Now we can finally get rid of that with 2-5. He's finally out of the picture. Finally. Joel doesn't have to sit here and act like nothing's going on anymore. These role players, like we just got James Harden. Now we can go to work, man. This team is going to be so much. I can't wait for y'all to see how motivated Harden is. You know what? I'm predicting the first game he plays, he's putting up like 32 points. That's what I'm predicting. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. He's going to be on fire. We're probably going to end up going live later tonight, guys. I'm going to get off here in like 15 minutes, but we're going to wait and see what else happens here. We're going to wait and see what happens here in the last 15 minutes. Will the Sixers make another move? I don't know. We haven't heard anything else. We were just waiting on this deal to happen, man. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, by the way, at RB Philly Take, man. Oh, I'm so glad we got that loser out of this city. Oh, I'm so happy about it. I'm so happy about it, man. We don't have to worry. Like, that guy was honestly stressing us out for a long time, man. We should have went farther last year, the year before. His deficiencies, his lack of accountability, man. This is going to be something of a different essence, man. Like, we are about to ascend even more, man. You get Harden, you figure out the rest later, man. Oh, this is incredible. This is incredible. And you know what, man? Some of us were right. Wait, be patient. You know, wait for the star. Wait for the star. Wait for the star, man. Tried to tell y'all something had to happen. I told y'all Daryl Morey as a basketball guru was not going to sit here and let the season be wasted. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. Everton, shout out to you. Thank you for being in the chat. I can't believe that after the way things went down last year, that here we are, and we just traded Ben for James Harden, man. Unreal. Apparently, Bertans is going to the Mavericks as well. So, Drummond was solid. Look, guys, if you're worried about Andre Drummond, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, he was solid. But you can find a backup center more than you can find a star piece. It is great. It is great. The lesson from this, couple lessons, guys. Number one, who knows about sources anymore? Brian Windhorst and Shams completely owned Woj in this aspect. Number two, patience is of the virtue. While everybody tries to flood your head with different things, the Philadelphia 76ers ended up getting a star for Ben Simmons. Y'all wanted to trade him for Malcolm Brogdon. Y'all cried wolf. Y'all cried wolf for everybody else. CJ McCollum got traded for Josh Hart. Halliburton got traded for Sabonis. Ben Simmons got traded for James Harden. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just crazy, man. I mean, you did too. Nah, don't try to twist the narrative, man. Don't try to twist the narrative. Since June, I've been saying we got to wait and Daryl's got to get something big done. People were crying about Malcolm Brogdon and a first-round pick. I told y'all, trust and believe in Daryl Morey. The guy gets deals done for stars. He just does it. He does it. He does it. Somehow he gets things done. And I have the most confidence in Daryl Morey. And you know what? He can, if things don't work out, he can move that Tobias Harris contract. If you don't have trust in him now to maneuver this team, and I tried to tell people, the haters, constantly, day in and day out, he got Al Horford out of here and got Danny Green back. He got Josh Richardson out of here and got Seth Curry back. And he just got Ben out of here who hasn't stepped on the floor physically and got James Harden, man. It's just the facts. Omar with the $5 donation. Is this the official ending of the process, being that we trade all the players we drafted besides Embiid? This is the result of the process. You could say I guess the process is over. These are the results. We had to make something happen because we were in panic mode due to the process failing because guys didn't step up. And here we are. This is where we're at, man. James Harden's not a star. It's just an idiotic take. It's an idiotic take. Like I said, y'all, there's going to be trolls all around. You can't let them get into your head. So, just crazy, man. Yeah, and Stephen A. said this was the worst day of Daryl Morey's career. It's ESPN, the national media, they will continue to say those kinds of things. You'll have one person on one side, one person on the other. It will continually be like that. So I'm not listening to the trolls, man. We have James Harden and Joel Embiid. That is all that matters. That is all that matters. That's all I got to say about that. They want to talk about James Harden in the playoffs? Wait till you see Ben in the playoffs. Wait till you see him in the playoffs. Oh, man, look at that. Oh, man. We gave up Seth Curry and Andre Drummond. That's who we gave up. We didn't give up 2-5. He hasn't played this year. Let's freaking go, man. In Morey we trust, baby. In Morey we trust. All the time, all the wait, the patience, it paid off. It wasn't Damian Lillard, but it was James Harden, man. Wow. Like, honestly, it's unbelievable to me that people want to sit here and say, oh, well, people were saying Thibul's untouchable, and now they're upset we gave up Andre Drummond. I mean, it's unbelievable, man. We got it done. Sheesh, man. I am so happy. We got 8 minutes to go, guys. 8 minutes. 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go, man. 660 in the chat, guys. Hit the like button. Let's get this to 1,000 likes on this stream, man. This is legendary, man. Oh, this is a great day. This is a great day. Harden and Embiid, man. The two-man game we have always been searching for. And Tyrese Maxey stays. And Tyrese stays. And Thibault stays. Guys, this is going to be something, man. This is going to be something. Oh, man. And we got 2-5 out of here, man. We got him out of here. He's gone. He's gone. He's not a Sixer anymore. I'm so happy. Let's go, man. We got star basketball in Philadelphia, man. When we need a bucket, Harden can get it. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. James Harden can get you that bucket, man. Nobody's talking about Millsap because they haven't really talked much about it. He hasn't played much this year. I still would expect Daryl to do something, man. What a crazy week. What a crazy week, man. Oh, this is going to be something. This is going to be something. We still need a backup guard, though. I agree. And hopefully we can stagger minutes with Harden and Maxey. Oh, man. Maxey at the 2 is phenomenal. I agree, Scott. I've been saying that, too. Maxey and Harden, Maxey running off ball. Oh my gosh, Maxey was great off the ball at Kentucky, man. Oh. In Morey we trust since day one, baby. Guys, I don't think you guys understand. Like, I can't believe we're about, and look, if you guys are new to this channel, we do play-by-plays for a lot of games. We do news coverage, all that. I can't believe we get the call games with James Harden and Joel on the same team. This is going to be nuts. Nuts. I still can't believe this, honestly. Sean with the $5 donation. Thank you, man. So hyped for this. Can't wait to hack a Ben and expose the fraud. Porzingis is a wizard. Crazies. The NBA trade deadline is the craziest thing by far in sports, man. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable, man. What a crazy, crazy day. Crazy day, man. Unreal. Maxey off ball. Tobias Harris. Guys, I'm telling y'all, Tobias, he's been locked in recently too. He's going to, look, now Tobias only has to take 10 shots a game. Like I said, that's how you optimize Toby, man. Sheesh. I can't wait to see this, man. I can't wait. It sucks to see Curry and Drummond go. Those guys are replaceable. It is hard to find James Harden-like players, man. We thought that's what Ben would become. We thought that's what Markelle would become. But here we are, man. Sheesh. Celebrate, guys. We are about to see two-star basketball in Philadelphia for the first time in a long time. We never got AI, that other piece. We hadn't gotten Joel, that other piece, and here we are, man. This is a legendary day. Sean, thank you for being a member, man. Harden had 10-plus assists before. Imagine with Joel. And imagine the free throws, man. Teams are going to hate playing the Sixers. We're going to be at the line. We're going to be at the line. Whew. And you can run Tyrese Maxey more with the second unit. You can run Maxey more with the second unit. Like a champ, man. Like a champ. Unreal, man. Joel posted the funniest thing on Twitter. Yeah, we were looking at that earlier, man. Thank you guys for constantly supporting the channel and being here, man. And thank you for just, all the support, man. I love talking about this team. I was a bit worried about the rest of the season, but dude, it's going to be a crazy day. Nets fans, shout out to them. I think it was a good trade for both sides, but they got to hope. They got to hope and pray that 2-5 becomes what everybody expects them to be. And we kept Maxey and Thibault. We kept our youth. If Thibault continues to shoot the ball, this kid's going to be so good. He's going to be a defensive player of the year one day. Tyrese Maxey's going to be a star. I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy, man. Daryl Morey is the freaking GOAT. I want this guy to remain our president for as long as forever, man. Daryl Morey, he's hungry for the chip. He knew that you had to get James Harden or a player like that, and he's infatuated with him. I bet they never stopped talking. I bet Daryl Morey called up his cell phone last year and said, James, come on. And James probably looked at the Sixers roster and was like, Daryl, I love you, man, but we gotta, there's 2 stars over there in Brooklyn. I'm trying to win, man. I'm trying to win. I just can't believe sports are the craziest thing in the world, man. Just the entire story. But we got 1 minute to go. Let's see if any last minute moves here. Guess we're not anticipating much. Look at it. Look at this clown. Look at this clown stuff right here. Stephen A., this is a clown take. Clown take. Wow, man. Everybody drop a yes, sir, in the chat. A round of applause. Can we get a Morey in the chat? Can we get a Morey in the chat? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Daniel Tice heading to the Celtics. That is the final boom. We got James Harden. Yes. Yes. Yeah! Woo! Yes! James Harden, Joel Embiid, your must-see TV in Philadelphia. Let's put it up on the screen, man. Let's put it up on the screen. The Sixers have James Harden and Joel Embiid. Woo! Oh, man. I'm so happy. Jaden, thank you for the $2 donation. Is it too late for a backup center? I don't know what we're going to do, but I think there has to be some type of buyout market or something, man. There has to be something. Let's see. Any other late-minute bombs? Last-second bombs? Let's see. Celtics are trading Schroeder to the Rockets for Daniel Tice. There's no way Schroeder's going to stay with the Rockets. So that could definitely be a target for us in the buyout market. Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm so freaking happy. I'm so freaking happy, man. We got it done. 2-5. See you later, bro. See you later. This is amazing. This is amazing. Guys, you figure out the rest later. You got James Harden on the Sixers, man. Wow. One of the biggest blockbuster moves ever. Wow. They keep talking about the Nets. Talk about the freaking Sixers, man. Wow. We finally got our double superstar lineup, man. Oh, man. This is great. I'm going to go order my Harden jersey. I'm going to try to get tickets for that March 10th game. That will be something. That will be something. Wow. Star basketball in Philadelphia, man. Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks to the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for James Harden. I believe Paul Millsap. We'll have to hear when the deal gets finalized. Unprotected 2022 first-round picks are our first-round pick, and in 2027. People think the Nets won this trade. Jamar and everybody in the chat, we still got 650 in here. Guys, everybody's got to drop a like on the stream, man. This was a legendary one. Let me tell you something, all right? It was good for both teams, but the Sixers made out great here. The Nets just blew up a core that only played 16 games together. The Sixers just got James Harden, and they took him away from an Eastern Conference team, and they pair him with the most dominant player in the league right now. Guys, this is one of the best days in Sixers history, man. We finally got we got him. We got him. We got him. Dude. Thank you guys for constantly supporting the channel. It's been a long ride. Even the 2-5 stands, because I know most of them will be gone. They've been gone for a good chunk of the season. They're going to ride off into the winds of Brooklyn. Thank you for the back and forth and the debates. Brian Windhorst, thank you for pushing for this trade for your agenda. Rich Paul, see you later. 2-5, see you later. Curry, I'll miss you, brother, but I appreciate what you did in the playoffs last year, making up for that man who didn't show up. Drummond, replaceable. But James Harden, the beard. Hashtag fear the beard. Welcome to Philadelphia. James Harden and Joel Embiid. Man, it has a nice ring to it, man. It has a nice ring to it. You guys are the best, man. Mars with the $2 donation. You expect Daryl to make any more moves? Guess buyout market wise, but who knows? We're going to need a backup center. That's what I'm worried about. But we'll see. We will see. Wow. This is going to be great, man. Sixers move from 12-1 odds to 7-1 odds to win the title. And Harden also opted in for next year as well, so he's going to be here. We have a core to build around, ladies and gentlemen. If Maxey becomes a star, we have something brewing here in Philadelphia. We'll be covering it every single day. Put a smile on your face, man. Go celebrate. We did it. We did it. Robel with the $5 donation. I hope we can get Cousins as backup for Embiid. Well, we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. Hope we do something else. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. Yeah, you're right, Boogie. Kyrie, thank you for being a head case. If it wasn't for Kyrie Irving being a head case, none of this would have ever happened. Oh, man. Oh, man. Guys, this is huge. And I'm going to try to go live later or make another video, but man, I'm filled with enjoyment. Thank you guys so much for being here, man. The Sixers trade for James Harden, man. Harden is in Philly. Harden and Embiid, man. We did it. In Morey we trust. Let's go compete for a chip this year, baby. Guys, I love you all, man. I will catch you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Follow me on Twitter. Come talk on there. Let's go. Fire Take Nation, stand up, baby. We did it. Thank you, Daryl. You guys have a great rest. rest of your day, man. Peace.